What's the best Wi-Fi name you've seen?
Crack Shack, which wasn't exactly creative, but we later found out that the owners were arrested for selling drugs. Edit. No, it was not a restaurant. We don't have a restaurant chain named Crack Shack in my state. Router, I hardly know her, was my all-time favorite.
My younger brother set his mobile hotspot to hot singles in your area and I'm never gonna get over it.
We're not allowed to have our own routers on campus, so I named mine AT&T Mobile Hotspot.
I fucked Jenny, landlord's wife. I had a friend who had that. Hated his landlord, but the landlord couldn't find out which tenant was broadcasting it. The friend had it hooked up to a battery so the landlord couldn't cut the power to find out whose it was.
Rebellious Amish family.
I install internet etc. for a living. Best one I ever came up with was for the Delta Phi sorority. Delta Wi-Fi. They loved it.
My favorite is it's on the back of the router. Edit, on the back of the router it would say ask my name for password.
For the longest time, I had my phone's hotspot name as Police Surveillance Tricycle. Turns out, it's a good way to get some people paranoid and have others amused over the whole thing when having it active during classes.
I had a roommate that named ours Batlan and Login. I always thought that was clever. My dad's a huge fan of The Matrix and calls every router we've ever had the Nebuchadnezzar.
Was at a church in some neighborhood. Jesus has left the building.
In my last apartment I named my Wi-Fi New England Clam Router. Always liked that one. One of my sons, probably about 12 or 13 at the time, friend's father set added a Wi-Fi channel named Free Internet Porn when his son had a birthday sleepover. The father then sat outside the area where they were sleeping and listened to them spend hours trying to figure out how to connect. My son called me that night asking how to connect to a Wi-Fi channel when you don't know the password because his friend forgot their password. I told him the only way was to guess. Evidently it kept him busy and out of trouble all night. We don't have Wi-Fi. Password was I don't know. Hilarious when anyone asked him how to get on his Wi-Fi. It was like a vaudeville routine. LAN Rover.
This LAN is my LAN.
Wu-Tang LAN.
Password. The password was Wi-Fi.
When my grandma was getting her Wi-Fi set up, we asked her what she'd say to people who asked for her Wi-Fi. She said that she would tell them to go to hell. So that's now her password. So whenever people ask for the Wi-Fi password, she tells them, go to hell.